So here's the deal. If you don't have any leads, you don't have a business. Because if you don't have any leads, you don't have any sales. And if you don't have any sales, then you don't have any money in the bank account. And if you have a business with no money, it's not a business, it's just a hobby. And today I want to talk about how to market your new contracting business for those of you entry-level homies that want to start right. Most of us, self included, were what I call an accidental contractor. You didn't plan this, but eventually you were in business one day. That's what happened to me. I'm like, people are asking me to paint shit. There's opportunity. I'll paint shit. And then once the initial wave of all these people were like, was done, like the neighbor and this dude from church and all this in the first 4 or 5 months of business, I'm like, this is easy. Well, those dried up and I realized I was doing nothing to market my business. That's who this is for here today. Those of you who are newer and want to know how to market your business. Now, my personal take on this is that 100% of your free time in the first 3 years of your business should be spent on prospecting, marketing, creating content, building relationships, meaning you're carving out a couple hours a day to implement some of these things, okay, so that your phone will ring and you will have leads and in turn you will have money. So, what do? I'm going to give you 4 things here, okay? 4 things help you market your new business. Number 1, local networking. You don't even need a business card. You don't need a website. You don't need a Facebook page. You just need to introduce yourself to people. I started with no business cards. When I started Simplify Painting here last year here in Colorado Springs, I didn't have a website, I didn't have anything. You know what I did? I sent messages every day. I'm like to interior designers, I'm like, hey, I'm a new painting company in town, years of experience, blah, blah, blah. You design stuff, I paint stuff, thought we might want to know each other. That was before I had any of these things, and I picked up one great designer from that effort who I've just done my 3rd or 4th project with, because it all started because I opened my mouth and I wanted to meet people. So this could be joining a networking group at your Chamber of Commerce, a B&I group. It could be, identifying other influencers. So if I'm a painter, I know that like home inspectors are in all these homes. They should know who I am, because when they're looking at homes with people and the lady goes, hey, do you know anyone who paints? Because this color is fucking ugly. Oh yeah, you need to call Tom. Okay, so guys, networking in a new business is huge. Another reason it's huge, when you're a new business, you don't have a brand yet. You don't have a reputation yet. So you're gonna get leads one of 2 ways. You're gonna fucking pay for them through third-party websites and running ads and all that other shit, or you're gonna build relationships and get people to know you. And 9 out of 10 contractors that just start a business, they don't have big sacks of money sitting around to invest in marketing they're not even sure is gonna work yet they're also neglecting the relationship side, so they're screwing themselves on both sides. All right, you don't have a brand yet, you gotta meet people. As you grow, keep meeting people, your brand will grow, the phone will ring automatically, you get the routine. Number 2, social media. Dear Lord, this shit's free. Do you understand that? It is free to open your phone and do a post from a job site on social media. At the time of this recording, or a couple weeks before this recording, I should say, it was the holiday season. I sat down one day, I recorded a video in my basement, standing at my pool table, basically saying, hey, I'm Tom with Simplify Painting, and we're at the end of the year, and I know this is a time a lot of people have a lot of plans and a lot of goals for the new year, and I just want to thank you for helping Simplify Painting have a great 2024, and we look forward to serving you into 2025. It was along in that vein, and guys, it was like a minute-long video. I posted it with a couple other videos. I ran them as ads on Facebook and picked up 3 leads in 7 days from that act. Now, I did spend a little money on that, but it also complements the dozens and dozens and dozens of blog posts that we're writing and posting on social media, answering common questions, taking pictures of job sites and explaining the context of what's going on and why we're doing things a certain way. Guys, just be on social 3 times a day. You have a movie studio in your pocket, okay? Educate people. Answer common questions. Give shout outs to your team members, other trade partners, other vendors. I mentioned the designer earlier. We've done a couple posts where I'm like, such and such design company, they always do a great job, and you tag them. Okay? The more you do that on social, guys, it's free, unless you choose to run something as an ad, which is okay. Okay, but I'm not a one-trick ad pony here. I'm not a one-trick content pony. I'll spend money where it's needed, but mostly I'm creating content on social media to build the brand. Okay, third thing, neighborhood domination plan. If you're working on this house, hit 5 or 6 homes around it. Okay, some trainers and marketing people call it a 5-pack or a 6-pack or whatever. I don't fucking care what you call it. Bottom line is, if I'm working here, I'm going to go knock the doors immediately around the house and I'm going to say, hey, I'm Tom, Simplify Painting. We're painting the Smith's house next door. Just wanted to give you my card in case one of our vehicles are in your way or maybe some plastic blows over in your yard. Just call me, whatever it is. I'm not pitching them. I'm just letting them know we're here. If they're not home, hanging a door hanger. That basically says the same thing. All right, dominate the neighborhood. Knock on doors and don't pitch them. That's what everyone else does. Everyone knocks on their doors, pitches them. I'm just there going, hey, we're here. We're an inconvenience in any way. Let me know. And I find that generates more leads than just pitching people. If you want to get more advanced, if you got some more dinero in the bank, you could do targeted mailings around the projects you're doing. Like, hey, we're about to start a project on Elm Street. Okay, and we're in the neighborhood, and then when the job's done, you'd be like, hey, see why your neighbor chose us, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, you could do all these things, but right out of the gate, you don't have to spend a lot of money to dominate your neighborhoods. And for God's sakes, have a yard sign, have a wrapped vehicle, invest some of the money in that, charge enough so that you can invest in those things. It's a moving billboard. You got all these signs and shit like that. Get some company shirts, whatever it might be, and build your brand. Finally, number 4 here. When you're making some money, invest some of that damn money in a website and into content marketing, educating people. If you don't have a website in 2025, all right, you're missing out. You might as well use the damn yellow pages, okay? That's where consumers go. They're giving their attention online. So invest in a website that speaks to your ideal client, that has a ton of content on it. So if you want an example, okay, number 1, you're seeing an example right here, the Contractor Fight. You go to thecontractorfight.com, you'll see that we have articles and videos and all these things that we're educating. We push them out to the world. With my painting company, Simplify Painting, go there. You'll see we have blogs, and we're writing blog after blog after blog to educate. And every blog that we write, every piece of content that we put online, it elevates us in search, and over time we will dominate page 1 of Google organically. Okay, but you have to put the work in and create content. And I really believe a lot of y'all are missing the boat because you'll go out and you'll invest in a piece of equipment for $10,000 or $20,000, but you won't invest $8,000, $10,000, $12,000, $15,000 on a fucking website that's going to sell for you 24/7 for the next 10 years. Okay, it makes no sense to me. A website is a tool to make you money, and you invest in tools, so invest in that tool. All right, so before we get out of here, if you need more marketing ideas, our marketing bootcamp just relaunched with updated content and a new price. And if you want to market your new construction business, go to thecontractorfight.com/marketing and grab it today. Share the show. Give us a review. Thanks for being here. You guys rock. I got to roll. I'm out.